Zach went to college. I did not. Is college a waste of time? According to the Federal Reserve, 35% of college grads regret their field of study. So today we are breaking down the top 5 most regretted and top 5 least regretted degrees. We're going to talk to people who got these degrees.
Do you regret your degree?
And most importantly, we're going to decide whether Zach is an idiot for going to art school.
Got him!
All right, let's jump right into it, starting with the 5th most regretted college degree / field of study. Education. Damn, that's a bummer.
That's so sad.
That is a bummer. Yeah, it's the people who take care of our kids, man.
My sister got her degree in education, actually. We should call her because she's not a teacher anymore. Do you wish you had studied something other than education?
Yes, because I don't really use my bachelor's.
What do you think the main thing is that causes people who got their degrees in education to regret it?
Red tape.
Ah, like what do you mean?
Well, they're not doing this for the pay. They're obviously doing this for a greater purpose. You know, you're trying to do what you think is best, and you have to go through different structures of way of doing things. You know, government implementing all their blockades and the politics of it. These structures aren't necessarily created by people that teach. So it's a lot of back and forth to come up against. I don't know if I should.
Bureaucracy.
Yeah.
Thanks for being in our video.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
That was insightful.
Yeah, for sure.
What a bummer for that to be the first one, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Let's get a little bit more positive.
Number 5, least regretted. Business / management. That makes
Interesting.
sense. So business and management includes a lot of things. Business administration, finance, marketing, accounting, human resource management, international business. Basically anything that needs to be taken care of is in business.
I think people who get this degree have no delusion about what their life's going to be like. I'm coming to college to have a good time, and if things don't work out, hey, that's okay. If they do work out, great. You know, like it's just
Business, dude. These guys have TikToks and they walk up to restaurants and try and get in without reservations.
Let me see if my buddy Matt, I think he majored in business.
Yo.
Yo, Matt,
Yeah, what up?
you majored in business, right?
Yeah, I majored in marketing.
Hi, I'm James. It's the number 5, like, people are most happy that they majored in it.
Really?
Yeah, do you regret your degree? Are you happy that you got your degree?
Here, one second. Can I also just do a copy real quick? Or pour over? Just give me 1 second to finish paying real quick.
Yeah.
You can tell this guy's got the goods.
Yeah, so doing a second transaction, right? Yeah. Perfect. Let's just do that.
That's all.
Okay. Thank you. I was basically like highly recommended by my parents that I need to get a business degree. But I would have got a degree in like engineering or science in some capacity because I actually like enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Like if you got a degree in like finance or accounting, I think that'd be helpful. Like I got a degree in marketing, I think that's like an absolute joke. I don't think it actually like helps with anything. But like I'm happy I guess that I have it.
It's the 5th least regretted. Like, why do you think that is?
I would say that people are probably happy with it because it like everybody ends up going and working in business no matter what your profession is.
Well, dude, thanks for answering our questions, dude. I'll see you tonight.
Yeah, I'll see you tonight.
All right, later.
Should I not tell Lindsay?
See ya tonight. Okay, that was hilarious. He's like, I don't regret it at all. Huge waste of time.
Yeah. But he did make a good point there at the end where like everything is business.
Yeah, I think no matter what you do in your life, you'd be like, oh, well, I used that thing I learned from business school. Like, there will be something.
Yeah.
You won't feel like it was a total waste.
Also, we got to see a little peek of the degree in use when he solved that coffee problem.
Yeah, so doing a second transaction, right?
Let's just make 2 transactions. That's management. That's business. Now back to the sad list. The number 4 most regretted college degree / field of study is law. Really?
Interesting.
That is interesting. I bet it's for depressing reasons. It's easier to convince yourself that you could be a lawyer than you could be a doctor. Like, there's no part of me that's like, oh, I could be a doctor. But, like, 100% of me is like, dude, I'd be a sick lawyer. And I also think that the way lawyers are portrayed in art and media is pretty romantic. Like, how many movies are there about, like, a Matthew...
You can't handle the truth.
Yeah.
Did you order the code red? You're goddamn right I did.
Giving speeches and stuff.
When the shit hits the fan, some guys run and some guys stay.
When the reality is your job is to read things and not miss anything.
Why did I hire you? Police reports summarized. Traffic signal analysis, medallion bids, attendees, and results. That's why you hired me.
Let me see if Graham will pick up.
Yes, sir.
Yo, Graham, I wanted to hit you up to see if you know why you think people who pursue law end up regretting that pursuit.
Yes, I think that it attracts a certain crowd of people who enjoy academia and the study of law and don't like practicing law, which is like less academic in nature and a little bit more like practical.
Thanks, dude. That's a cool take.
Yeah, probably what you end up doing ends up maybe being boring. But this one might not be. This is the fourth most least regretted college degree.
Field of study.
Vocational /
Technical.
This is electricians, plumbers, automotive technology, cosmetology, culinary school. We're talking about the trades.
I think we've seen like the expectation versus reality brought up for both of these, right? Like expected one thing, didn't expect the red tape. Expected all the academia, didn't expect the workload or whatever. This must be like the most opposite with expectation because you're like, I assume I'm going to be plumbing if I go to this plumbing school.
Yeah, dude, I became a plumber. Did you know I got to deal with water?
Yeah.
So it's worth noting that there are other factors beyond the field of study that affect whether someone considers their education worth it, like level of education. So people with master's or doctorate degrees felt their education was more worth it than people with associate degrees. Age played a factor too. People who were older more often felt that the costs were worth it, which makes total freaking sense. The survey said what you're probably thinking. This variation may also be driven by the rising costs of higher education and the increased use of student loans, which makes costs remain more salient into adulthood.
All the old people in the survey, you like see the bars on these charts and they're all like, I don't regret it at all.
Yeah, I had a blast. I had so much fun. It cost me $36 and then I bought a house for $15,000. Then I just sold it for $4 million. Another big factor is whether or not people have student loans. That makes sense.
It's just obvious. I mean, it makes sense.
And a final big factor is the type of institution. Public institutions are like UC schools, state schools, Ohio State, University, or Florida. It's definitely the most common type of college. Then you have private, non-profit schools, which is like USC or small liberal arts schools. All the Ivy League schools are actually in this category. And then private, for-profit institutions are like DeVry or University of Phoenix.
They've kind of come under a lot of scrutiny. They have pretty bad graduation rates. I don't want to disparage people who graduate from DeVry, but
my interpretation is it's like the bank, which is not a perfect institution, versus the payday loan place.
Yeah.
Which is a less perfect institution. Up next, the third most regretted type of degree, life sciences.
Interesting.
Life sciences. Oh, science that deals with life. We're talking biology,
Biochemistry,
molecular biology,
ecology,
botany,
zoology,
genetics.
All sorts of stuff like that.
I'm actually very surprised that so many people regret going into this field. This seems like one of the fields that like you know what you're doing. I'm going to go study plants. I'm going to go study dolphins. I'm going to go study the human systems.
Let me see if Mooney picks up because, I haven't talked to this guy in forever. It's just kind of fun. I'm getting called old friends.
Yo, Zach.
Mooney, I'm making a video about college degrees.
I have a horticulture degree.
I don't even know what that means.
Horticulture is like the study of fruits and nuts.
Oh, horticulture. I guess the question is, do you regret your degree?
Maybe I'll just speak for like agriculture. Like if you work on a farm your whole life, like you don't really need a degree unless you're doing research. You're probably doing some like grunt work that you don't need a college degree for. And like the pay isn't great. And then I would say like, if you're doing like life sciences, you're either teaching or you're working in a rural area.
Yeah.
Can't like live in the city, like.
But you're happy with your degree?
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with my degree. A lot of people don't go into research. But in my case, I did. So that's why it was useful for me.
You got a PhD, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm still doing my PhD.
And you're like breeding apricots?
I'm breeding hazelnuts.
Oh.
Yeah.
To be resistant to like fungus or something?
Yeah, exactly.
I can't believe I nailed that.
dude.
Yeah.
Aren't you trying to do it the natural way or something?
Yeah, we've collected these hazelnuts. I don't know how much you can say about that, but like basically we've gone throughout the world before any of these like, wars started happening in Russia, and like geopolitical stuff has been happening in Turkey, but we do use molecular biology.
I gotta keep shooting this video, but I'm gonna call you.
Yeah, dude. Glad to hear from you.
Thanks, bro.
Awesome. See you later.
Later.
Dude.
What a smart guy.
Yeah, dude. And also, like, these wars in Russia and then geopolitical situation in Turkey. Don't know how much I can talk about this. I use molecular biology, but I'm making these, like, hazelnuts. So if you like Nutella, it's a lot deeper than it looks, dude.
That's an example of someone who got, like, a college degree who's really using it in a way that you're like, I guess we do need educated people like you to keep the world going.
100%. I think he brought up a good point. He went into research and went into like the actual sciences of it and like the development, I guess, of new plants. But a lot of people who go into agriculture go into it to like work in a farm or something.
Yeah.
And I could see how those people are like, yeah, not what I signed up for.
Yeah.
I live in the middle of nowhere. I didn't grow up doing this. Turns out I don't like farming. You got to wake up early and it's hard to meet girls. Cool guy.
Yeah. Mooneyham.
Shouts to Moon.
And now time for a quick dog break. This is Mando. He's Jesse's dog. Well, Jesse's family's dog. He's a Belgian Malinois, which means he wakes up going 100% and doesn't stop until bedtime. He's built like an athlete, but he's also got a sensitive little boy tummy. So when they started feeding him Maeve, it made a huge difference. It's real, human-grade, raw food. No fillers, no mystery powders, just actual meat and produce that's flash frozen to lock in nutrients. And Mando loves it. He's still intense, but now he's got better digestion, his coat's shiny, and his breath doesn't stink. In fact, 90% of dog parents see noticeable health improvements after switching to Maeve. If you've got a Mando type at home, give Maeve a shot. Check out meetmave.com or click the link below, because even the toughest dogs deserve food that actually makes them feel good.
All right, now for the third least regretted field of study, health. So this includes registered nurses, doctors, physical therapists. It's like life sciences, but you touch people and take their blood.
My buddy Chris is a dentist.
That's not a dentist.
Your call has been forwarded.
Oh, he blocked you.
My buddy is a anesthesiologist.
Okay.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Why isn't anyone answering the phone? It's 3 p.m.
He's calling me back.
Oh, shit. Be cool. Be cool.
I'm curious to know, like, do you regret your college degree?
I do regret my college degree in terms of my undergraduate because I did a lot of chemistry degrees, but then when I went to medical school, ultimately 98% of what I learned was worthless, and I felt like I spent 4 years of studying a subject that I just didn't really have any kind of usefulness for. I kind of wish I had studied maybe a more philosophical approach.
But you're happy to be a doctor now.
I am happy to be a doctor. I'm not upset with my financial predicament, but there's different levels in physicians too in terms of income.
Where are you at in that ladder?
I'm definitely on the upper end of physician incomes. I do pretty well.
Hell yeah, dude.
I'm a pretty stable job. There's a lot of people that like you for what you do.
I think we get the gist. People don't hate you. You make a good amount of money and seems pretty chill.
It is what it is, so.
Thanks for the insight. What do we think? I mean, I thought the big reason health was going to be so high was because it's like education, but you get paid a lot of money.
Like, you mean it's...
I thought it was going to be both
morally,
things.
You feel like you're doing something good.
Yeah.
But then you get paid.
Yeah.
All right, so that's no surprise. The doctor doesn't regret being a doctor, but he does regret not majoring in poems or something.
I think it shows that getting an education doesn't always have to be about turning it into a career. It is cool to just better yourself for the hell of bettering yourself.
Yeah. The number 2 most regretted field of study is humanities/art.
Humanities/art. That's me. How embarrassing. I studied film, which was in that category.
What is a humanity?
Humanities include the study of history, philosophy, and religion, modern and ancient languages and literatures, fine and performing arts, media.
That's a lot of stuff to be lumped into one thing.
Human experience.
Oh, the human experience.
It's everything related to
the human experience. I mean, it's totally understandable why so many people regret this. Film school and art degrees, they're a big gamble. Like, there's way more people majoring in that than jobs available. Totally see why a lot of people who majored in a crapshoot got snake eyes and were like, bah, I should have done that.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I think the only reason I don't regret it is because I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Like, if I had given up at some point and wasn't doing anything related to any of it, I would be like, dude, I should have gone to school for engineering. If I had a friend who's like an accountant and I asked them to meet up after work and they're like, oh, I can't. I go to UCLA every Wednesday for my like screenwriting class, and they're just doing it for the pursuit of it. Yeah. That's so cool.
Yeah, that's super cool.
So it sucks that people regret pursuing those things, because I think a lot of humanities and arts comes from a place of interest or passion.
The truth is, work without will and work without direction only makes you a beast of burden.
Oh, is that a quote?
Yeah.
Who said that?
I don't know. Another important takeaway from the study is that someone's field of study isn't always the most regretted aspect of higher education. A lot of times it's a relationship. From a statistical standpoint, the number one regret in regards to higher education, more than the field of study, according to this survey, with 45% of students feeling this way, is not getting more education.
Whoa.
A huge contributor to that is 61% of dropouts wishing that they had finished school. All right, number 2, least regretted field of study is computer sciences.
Oh, of course. I mean, that just makes sense. That's pretty much sums it up.
It's the science of computers, ladies and gentlemen. And what is the number one thing in the whole society these days? Yeah, you guessed it. Computers. Computer sciences is basically the new medical school. Once we got a bunch of clankers running around. So for years and years, you've been told, like, this is safe, go into coding, until like last year when they're like, oh, you know what actually AI is like really good at? Your job. And carrying on the theme that we've seen from this list, people make a dump truck load of money doing this.
Should we call someone?
Hello?
Yo, Ross.
What's up?
You have one of the least regretted college degrees, I think. What was your degree?
Computer science.
How do you feel about your degree, and then why do you think it's people are so happy with their computer science degrees?
Yeah, I mean, I don't regret it. The reason I don't regret it is the freedom of work and the ease of work. Last time I changed jobs, it took me like less than a week to find a new job. The fact that I can work from home, can kind of work like whatever hours I want as long as I get my work done is really nice. Oh yeah, and I get paid well, so.
Yeah, that helps. Now with AI and coding, what level do you think that disruption is going to be at?
It's going to hurt newer people more than people like me. Instead of people hiring interns and dealing with that, they're like, well, we can probably just get AI to write code that's good enough and then have someone senior look at it. That's a possible shortfall, or maybe it works, right? And we just like programming dies in the next 10 years.
Are you worried about that at all?
I mean, not really, because like there's nothing I can do to change it. So if it happens, and I'll get a new job.
Yeah,
damn, dude.
You're smart.
Based. That's smart as hell, bro.
Swing a hammer somewhere, I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, dude. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, later.
The higher we go up this list, the more people are like, and you know, I get paid pretty well.
yeah, they don't want to say it.
Before we go any further, I just want to remind you guys that subscriber numbers makes us feel better and not regret our chosen path.
The median income of a subscriber to Speed is double that of somebody who's not subscribed.
On average, the median income of a Speed subscriber is 45 times higher than that of someone not subscribed to Speed.
My mom subscribed to Speed and it changed her life.
She grew 6 inches and she can dunk now. We are down to the most and least regretted degree/field of study for people in America. The most regretted college degree in America is
/field of study.
social/behavioral sciences. All right, so
Oh,
this
man.
includes psychology, sociology, anthropology, criminal justice, social work, communication studies, behavioral science, and international relations.
I'm just imagining a psychologist working at a federal prison.
Yeah.
And it just being brutal,
Mhm.
exhausting, emotionally difficult work.
Yeah.
And then they don't make a lot of money.
It's doom scrolling IRL. It's like, all right, time to have this other sad guy come in and talk to me on Zoom for an hour. And then I get to have lunch. We could call my therapist, but I think that'd be weird.
Yeah, I don't think you're supposed to do that.
Yeah.
You'd be like, hey, do you regret your degree?
Yeah,
And they'd be
you're
like,
the number one most regretted. Your job is the most regretted degree in the world. How do you feel about it? It's like, oh, I guess I do have some regrets. Maybe I'll call my therapist. It's harder than ever to give young people advice on what they should do after high school. There was a time when the smart move was simple. You go to college. What you studied didn't matter much because you were just like better off having a degree. College got insanely expensive. More recently, everyone was saying, forget college, just learn how to code. Now people say AI writes code better than humans. So what is the best plan? Trade school? Maybe. College? Maybe. Pick a major just for a paycheck? Maybe. Study something that you love and then it doesn't matter. You'll fall into a way to make money? Maybe. Join the family business straight out of high school, drop out and start your own thing? Honestly, I don't know. All of those are extremely viable options. What I do know is this. Over the last decade, we've noticed that there's way more anti-education and anti-intellectual talk creeping into conversations from every side. And I don't freaking jive with it because at its core, education is good. It's about bettering yourself and it betters the world. And I would never discourage anyone from trying to do that. If you're a younger person watching this video, just do your best to be smart about the path that you choose. I wish I could give you better advice, but I really don't have an answer.
If anyone's trying to give you a blanket answer to this question, you probably shouldn't listen to them.
Yeah, they're either dumb or they're lying. To end this on a positive note, the number one least regretted type of degree is...
Do you have a guess?
I thought it would be this one. Is it improv? Is it improv school? Engineering. Dude, when I got this far, I thought I was going to say catering. I was like, catering? Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. Everybody has to eat.
Yeah, everyone's got to eat. All right, engineering.
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah. It's like the more tried and true version of computer science. Mm-hmm. It's the one that's been around for a century.
Yeah, this is beep, boop, and this is...
And we've had... for like way longer.
Then beep, boop, beep, boop. Mm-hmm. These guys together... sent a man to the moon.
Well, this all honestly just makes a ton of sense and was maybe predictable the whole time.
Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Let us know what you did to educate yourself. More importantly, what you continue to do down in the comments. Education takes multiple forms.
Subscribe.
I love you.